Hey guys, you welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to level up in your 20s without money. Like, to level up in your 20s, you really don't need the money as such, but these things that I'm going to talk about. So without wasting much time, let's dive into it. So when I want to make this video, I was like, am I even really in the right person to talk about it? Because I feel like an adult talking about it would actually make sense. You get more like they've gone through it and they'll be able to tell us. But yeah, I know that I love videos like this when I feel like the person talking about it is my age range. So the person can reason the way I reason, and the person would more like serve as inspiration for me and be like, oh, okay, if this person could do it, then I think I can do it. So yeah, that's why I'm making the video. And I hope you. First point I'll be talking about is healing from your childhood trauma. First thing to do to level up in your 20s is you healing from that childhood trauma, if you have any. Like maybe things you've seen growing up that are not supposed to be like that, or things that have happened to you growing up. This stage and time is time for you to unlearn what you have learned so that you'll be able to relearn the right thing. And if you need to see a therapist, I think best you should do that, so that this trauma will not make you lose more opportunities as you grow older. Because whether you like it or not, traumas has a way of affecting the way you react to issues, the way you talk, the way you behave, and all of that. So I would advise that you get a therapist, or you pray about it, or you see someone and talk about it and seek healing. The part I like to stress here is be healed. Try and be healed. Pray and get solution. Also, another thing I want to say is we are different people. Though we may be between the age range or the age bracket, but our growth is different. And this is influenced by the exposure each and everyone has while growing up. Some people have access to information, like they have access to information, they have their business when they were 18, they have this when they were 19, and all of that. Everyone has their journey planned by God. So it's better for you to follow your own path, follow your own direction. Some people have access to information, as I've said, exposure, some their environment, and some they have people to push them up and say, okay, you are not going to be here. Sorry, that's Yoruba. But yeah, more like, you are not going to be here. Did you see anybody in this family in this? Oh yeah, you are going to move. So yeah, we are different. So it's better for you to follow your, but don't be under any pressure. Don't let anybody put you under any pressure. You are working your way. If you follow it the way it is to you, more like the kind of exposure you have, you follow it slow but steady, you are also going to make it. And contentment is great gain. In your 20s, you need to have contentment. You need to be contented. If you're not being satisfied with what you have, there's going to be a problem. So yeah, you have to develop it and learn to be contented with whatever you have. The next point is discipline. In your 20s, you have to be very, very disciplined. You have to be disciplined about the time you wake up. You have to be disciplined about your daily activities. You have to be disciplined about the time you spend on the social media. You have to be disciplined about how you spend your money. You have to be disciplined about your life in general. You have to be intentional about how you live each day. That's where planning also comes in. Your day-to-day activities has to be planned. Like, okay, today, what am I doing today? You should have your short-term goal and your long-term goal. What do I want to achieve in the next 5 years? What do I want to achieve in the next 1 year? With God, obviously. And in your 20s is the time to know your God more. More like, if you are the type that believe in God and you believe in God and prayers, this is the time to be close to God. Like, it's the time to even know Him more and know what He actually wants for you. Because in your 20s, a lot will happen. A lot will happen. So if you don't have somebody that you can share your body with, somebody that you can talk to, somebody that can be more like some things you can't tell your bestie, can't tell your best friend. But if you have somebody like God, even when he gets so thick, you are pulled to the wall, you're like, God, I beg, help me. But imagine you don't have God. How do you? So I don't even want to imagine it. So yeah, I feel like in your 20s, if you believe in God, this is the time to be closer to Him. Then the next point is practice self-care. Like, of course, growing up, it should be part of you, but yeah, you should be more intentional about self-care in your 20s. You should focus on your mental well-being, your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, your emotional well-being. But you shouldn't just enter any relationship like as it comes. You should be so intentional about how you live each day. You should focus on exercising, meditating, and eating healthy. It doesn't have to be expensive, but make sure that it's healthy. You should focus on even the little parts like your dresses. Okay, what are those things that are basic things that you should have in your wardrobe? You can have shirts, blouse, skirts, smart gowns, and all of that that makes you presentable, that gives you that kind of class when you shows out. Then also your nails, you should take care of your nails. You shouldn't be dirty. Your hair should be well made. If you are carrying your natural hair, it should be well packed. It should be okay. It should look neat and presentable. Practice a minimal skincare. You don't need to spend much money. It's not about how expensive, but how you look and how you present yourself. You should also work on your breath, your body, the odor or something. Get minimal body spray that you can use to keep yourself together and make you smell nice. These are basic things that put your brand, more like you are a brand. You are building yourself. Those are the basic things that people first notice when they see you. While building your brand, you have to look the part, you have to play the part, you have to act the part. So my next point, you develop a growth mindset. In your 20s, a lot will happen. You win some, you lose some. And the kind of attitude you show when you fail, it matters a lot. So what I do when I don't get something, or when I lose in some things, what I do is I come clear with myself. I become so honest with myself. Like, I'm so honest with myself. The first question I ask is, what am I not doing right? What can I do right? How can I be better? What are my strengths? This thing that I didn't get, do I have strength in it, or is it my weakness or something? Even if it is my weakness, how can I even bring myself up so that when I attempt it again, I get it, or I get better at it? So I feel like in your 20s, most people, they when they fail or when they lose something, they're like, I don't want to, they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to look there or something. But whereas you need to be honest with yourself. And when that thing that you failed in surfaces, you know how to, like, navigate through. So your 20s are time to embrace challenges, explore, go on adventure, not adventures that are harmful or those things that you regret later in life. No, but try out new opportunities. See the one you're good at, the ones you are not good at. Also in your 20s, time to learn skills. We have a number of skills. You can learn graphic designing, you can develop your writing skills and all. And you can get it on Udemy, you can get it on Coursera, you can even get some opportunities on Twitter. Yes, Twitter, even though the trolling and all of that toxicity is there, but yeah, you can get that on those platforms. Because on Twitter, if after opening your Twitter account, the first thing you search for is something that has to do with your interest, your field, your career, or something like that, those are what to be suggesting to you. So imagine somebody that checked for writing skills and all. When there are opportunities like remote jobs opportunity or something, it will suggest it to you. You can even win free coupons. There are free courses that you can take to develop yourself and all. In your 20s, time to search, like, read widely. That's my next point. Google is free. Google is free. Like, there's nothing you want that you can't check out on Google. You can check out on YouTube as well. Like, information is everywhere. You don't have to say, oh, I don't know about this thing, I don't know about it. You can search, expand your knowledge, educate yourself on how to do basic things, email marketing, how to send out newsletters. You can listen to podcasts, you have ebooks. One thing that helped me that I do is I love listening to music a lot. So sometimes when I'm doing my house chores or maybe I'm working on computer or something, I listen instead of listening to music or the old time, I listen to podcasts. And some of the podcasts that has kind of helped me, I'm going to list them in the comment section. You can check it out. And also, if you have podcasts, if you have linked to materials that you feel like would help people, maybe in money management, budgeting, and all of that, finance, or how to be better, or all of that, self-improvement and self-discovery, you can leave it in the comment section. People will check it out. I will check it out because I want to learn. In your 20s, also the time to network. Go for events, attend seminars, network with people, join community of people that will help you, that will build you, people like that have the same interest with you. And that leads me to my next point, which is surround yourself with people of positive influence. Imagine you have friends and all you guys do is gossip and all of that. Even when you have something that is paining you and you need to share with somebody, they are not people that you can share with. So do we consider those people as friends? You can keep them as friend, maybe friend, but yeah, those in your circle should be people of influence. At this stage we are no more children, like, oh, let's go out and all that. We are thinking futuristic, we are thinking ahead, we are building ourselves, we are sharing values, we are sharing goals. We may not be in the same field, but our goals, the way we see things, are the same. Our belief is the same. We kind of think alike. That is what friendship, that is what is made of. It's not somebody that say, oh, have you watched this movie, and then you talk about that movie from morning till night. You can actually have time for relaxing. You can, like, I have time myself and my friends, we go out, we enjoy ourselves, we come back to release stress and all of that. That's also part of it, but that is not the basic thing you base your life on, because life is more than that. And you're growing. Your 20s should be the time you try to figure out some things. You fail in some, you try some, you see which one works. But yeah, you are not just sitting down and wasting away time. Also, in your 20s, the time to learn to budget, and to budget your money, to be wise, and to be financially literate, even with that little that you are collecting. Because if you are faithful with that little, if you know how to budget, you know how to save at least 5% from that little, it will help you when you get more money, and when you start earning in millions, it will help you to know how to, like, save. Also, in your 20s is the time to, like, build your brand. You should know what you want to do. If what you've studied in school is what you want to do at the end of the day, cool and very fine. But if you feel like, oh, I need to, like, those skills that I've developed, those skills that I've learned, I need to put it to use, that's what I want to do, then that's very fine. You can think about creating a channel. You can have a YouTube channel, you can have a blog where you post some things that comes to you and all of that. You can create content for people, for brands and all that. You can start by creating on your own page, on your own social media account. When people get to see it, then they're like, oh, okay, I can trust her with my brand, I can trust him with what I'm doing, and he or she will help out. And you should also watch how you show up on your social media accounts. If you show up as unserious person, those that will come to you will be those that are not serious as well. But if you show up like somebody that is really know what he or she is doing, and yes, ready to secure that bag, then people from that kind of segment would also locate you. So presenting yourself and your brand on social media or anywhere also matters, very, like, it matters a lot. Also, you have opportunity, or you have places where people are looking for volunteer and all of that. You are building yourself. It may not be useful now, but later in the future you find it very useful. So no opportunity or no experience is wasted at all. And also, if you have flair for language, your 20s, try it out. You can try this out. Like myself, I started studying French. I didn't do French in my primary school. Maybe I did it once in my primary school, and I did it in just 1 to 2 in my secondary school. But I got to study it in the uni. But I see that an opportunity to explore and learn new things, and I didn't regret it at all, because most of opportunities that I'm getting now, I feel like French is what is opening more ways for me. So if you have opportunity to learn 1 or 2 languages and you can do it, please go ahead. It will pay off at the end of the day. So this is where I'm going to stop in this video. Remember that in your 20s, to level up, you don't need to break the bank. Personal growth and development aren't limited to financial resources. Just focus on building your skills, focus on building your network. Very important. Your network determines your net worth. And also focus on building your mindset, your skills, your network, and your mindset. And you just find out that you'll be leveling up in no time. You'll be leveling up in no time. So yeah, I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from this video. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, if you've watched to this extent, I'm grateful. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop your thoughts on this video, and if you have any resources or materials that can help people in their 20s growing up, please drop it in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. I'll be looking out for it to check it out, and also people will be looking out to check it out as well. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.